play action. It's Lawrence. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Washington's got it. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run with ETN. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, here's ETN. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Steps away to his left. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now it's Burrow. A short throw there pulled in by all. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
11. Here we go. Stop.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Jags are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lawrence will throw. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And now another one thrown incomplete.
The offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Gun.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another. Now Burrow loses the football, and this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a...
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 79 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Think right open. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
24.
Lawrence going to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Lawrence. That's to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Hey, Lion.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jags have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Oh, they'll try to run a reverse here. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
On 1, ready?
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Here we go. Side.
Here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
This is Brown going up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Let's get set.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 16. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go. Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has.
On 2, ready?
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And how about this? Here comes a reverse. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Lawrence. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end was a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They go play action with Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
He's going to launch it for Washington. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Here we go. Mighty. That.
Burrow looking to pass. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andre Yoshivas, 29 yards. And the Bengals will add to their 4th quarter lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
McPherson on for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Rip, 23.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington.
There you go, 52.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
13, Luke.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The time not an issue just yet, but we'll be watching the clock for sure. Here's second down. Here's Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence now going to move them around. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught by Brown. And I think the ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
On one, right? Let's get set. Behind.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he will have a Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Here we go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, run.
Now Lawrence to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, kill.
Here's Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
That's deep for Duvernay.